Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm Lydia. I'm joined by my daughter Jillian.
Hello.
And this is Vintage Nectarines. So we, I think, are a little bit crazy. But school is starting soon and we've had a desire to try a 24-hour reading challenge. So the husband is out of town this week and so we figured might as well do it because this is our last opportunity before school starts. So we're going to try a 24-hour reading challenge. There have been lots of other channels on YouTube that have done this. There's lots of different ways to do it. We have decided that we are going to attempt to stay up as long as we can, but I'm old and I won't make it all night long. So,
She's not a college kid anymore?
No. Those days are long gone. So I'm going to have us do this kind of in more of a timed thing. So today we'll just read for as long as we can. When we can't take it anymore, we'll go to bed, and then whatever hours are left in our 24 hours, we will try and do tomorrow.
Yes.
But we've both picked out books that we're going to try and finish during this 24-hour reading challenge. We probably won't finish them all, but we would rather have more books like picked out and ready to go than less books, I guess.
Yes.
So,
I have 5.
and I have 4.
Yes.
So.
I have some pretty long books,
Mm-hmm.
but also we're both drinking coffee today.
They both match our shirts. This, you can't tell, this is really purple. It's purple.
Really pretty purple.
Yes. My daughter, my oldest daughter, bought this for me yesterday when we went to the thrift store. She had a pair of jeans she needed to return and she saw this and decided that I needed it with the money that she got for in-store credit. So she bought this for me. I know, it looks like somebody like bit my book. It came that way though. I got
It looks like when Cooper
I know.
bit your book. It looks like
I got it
a
at
dog.
I got it at the thrift store. So it was either
Yes.
someone else's dog or a child. I don't know. It doesn't really matter.
Or cat.
Or a cat. It doesn't really matter.
Would you like to talk about your books?
Sure. Let me get a drink of my coffee first.
Yes.
I have a feeling lots of this will be consumed today.
We might make a second cup of
Yeah. Do we want to do back and forth or should I just do all 4?
We can do back and forth.
Okay.
I have more than you, so should I go first?
Yeah, sure.
I have a library book that I really need to finish because this is the 3rd time we have renewed this book.
Yes.
We've been busy
Mm-hmm.
planning wedding stuff.
Yeah, this is getting married, if you didn't know.
This is a high school enemies to lovers, queer romance. It's really cute so far.
Yes. I have kind of gone all with thrillers for my books. So the very first one that I'm going to start with is The Last to Vanish by Megan Miranda. This will be my 3rd or 4th book from her. It's interesting because I haven't necessarily been over the top in love with any of her books, but I like them enough to keep trying them.
She likes the writing style though.
Yeah, so I think I like her writing style. I think I'm just always a little disappointed by the endings. But this one is intriguing to me because for any of you who know, I have a little bit of an obsession with mountain climbing and hiking. And this one takes place at, it's called Passage Inn in North Carolina in Cutter's Pass on the Appalachian Trail. So I'm a little interested in that because it's hiking, climbing type stuff. So yeah, it's Last to Vanish, somebody disappears. So we're gonna start with that one.
Outside of my singular romance book for the library, I have also picked mystery thrillers as my genre. So I'm reading The Yard.
Such a good
Mom wanted me to read this one because we want to buddy read the next one together, either this year or next year.
Oh, it's
Depends.
on my 25 and 25, so we're gonna have to try and get to it this year if we can.
But we're going to buddy read that one, so
Yeah.
I have to finish this one because
Yes.
it's so good. This one, because it's kind of Sherlock Holmesy, and Sherlock Holmes was the first classic I ever read.
Mm-hmm.
I have read every single one of the Sherlock books and stories.
Yes.
I love them. I have watched every adaptation on any network ever of Sherlock Holmes.
Mm-hmm.
Benedict Cumberbatch is my favorite Sherlock.
Mine too. Crumbly Bunch. And then I'm going to read Everyone on This Train is a Suspect by Benjamin Stevenson. I
Say that
loved,
fast.
right? I absolutely loved his first book, which was Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone. His writing style is just so unique and clever, and I really, really love it.
Yes.
So this is the second book in the series from him. I don't know that it's necessarily a series, but it follows the same set of characters, so I guess in a way it kind of is.
Don't mind the dog in the background.
Yeah. So I'm going to try and read that one.
Yes. I am going to read Caraval, which is a circus murder mystery thriller. I'm so excited for this one. I really, really like everything I've heard about it from a lot of the thriller authors that I follow. Mm-hmm. And I love circus things.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
Absolutely adore them. So, this one's going to be exciting.
My whole Advent theme from Rachel next year is circus books, and I'm excited.
And mine's hopefully. Mom's going to make me one, hopefully, for next year, because I have no new books on my bookshelf anymore.
I know.
If I finish my 25 and 25. So I'm hopefully getting a horror thriller one.
Yes.
I like thrillers.
My next one that I'm going to try is, well, actually, this will probably be the very last one. So, but this one's called In My Dreams I Hold a Knife by Ashley Winstead. It's supposedly like a college, so 6 friends, 1 college reunion, 1 unsolved murder. So it's kind of like a dark academia type thing. I've heard good things and bad things about it, so I'm interested to give it a try.
Yes. And then, speaking of Sherlock Holmes, I have the special edition Summer and Spring collection. Mom got me this for Christmas 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to read one of the stories in here because I've been trying to read a classic every month. I have had Dracula, I've had Frankenstein, I've had Jane Eyre, I've had a lot of classic poems. We had Sleepy Hollow because I did classics and Gothic literature for English for school.
Mm-hmm.
So I've kind of made that a challenge for myself to read a classic.
Yeah. And then the last one I'm going to give a shot is The Fury by Alex Michaelides. Again, an author that I haven't been 100% in love with his writing. I've read The Silent Patient and The Maidens. I know. I really did not care for The Maidens. Silent Patient I liked more. Again, was not a fan of the ending. But I'm going to give it a try. Once my eyes need a little bit of a break from actually reading, I might listen to this one on audio and put together a puzzle. Because I have yet to put together any puzzles yet this summer, which is crazy for me.
We do more puzzles in the winter.
I know, but I usually do at least one.
We're inside more often in the winter, though. Because during the summer, we have been outside.
We have.
A ton this
We
summer.
did pick the best day to do this week, though, because it is only supposed to be like 73 degrees and overcast, and there's a possibility of rain. It feels like fall. It's really not, because next week is going to be in the 90s again. But
yes,
it feels like fall today, and I'm happy about it.
Yes. And my last book is completely on audio, because I don't own it physically. But
we do, but I don't know where it is.
It's with Dad's books, and he can't find it.
Yeah.
I really like the writing of Oscar Wilde. I adored Canterville Ghost for school this year, so I'm going to listen to A Picture of Dorian Gray while we build our puzzle.
Yes.
Yes. I have wanted to read that book forever.
Mm-hmm.
And then my English teacher said it was one of her all-time favorite classics, and we have a lot of books in common for classics, so
Yes.
I'm taking her word on it that it's really good. Come on, camera. Come on. You have a feather stuck to your butt. Yes.
Also, just as a disclaimer, I want to put this out there because I'm sure there might be some comments. So, yes, Jillian is a teenager, and so some of you may think that some of these books are a little bit inappropriate for her. However, as her mother, I have made the decision to allow her a wide range of literary adventures. My mom did the same thing for me. I believe that literature is literature and books are to be expressed and experienced. And while we don't necessarily allow her to read anything that is super sexually explicit, for the most part, as long as I'm comfortable with her reading something and she's comfortable reading it, I allow it. So just wanted to put that out there. Please make the decisions that you feel most comfortable with for your kids, and don't necessarily take my recommendation on what is and isn't appropriate for your child, but I allow her
Yes.
pretty much anything she's interested in. She's a very intelligent child. She has a very high IQ, very high reading level.
I've been reading at a junior college level since 6th grade.
Yes.
So it's always just kind of been as long as I'm comfortable and mom thinks it's educational for my grade level.
Mm-hmm.
I can read pretty much anything.
Yep. But anyway, I think we should probably start this reading thing because it is 9 o'clock. If we make it to 9 o'clock this evening, that's 12 hours.
That is.
That's half. So that's pretty good.
If we make it to midnight, that's 15.
Yeah.
Which we were planning to make it to midnight.
It seems so far away from now. But that's okay.
To be fair, though, on Christmas Eve, not Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, we stayed up until midnight because we watched a movie where they would say, no, it was Christmas. It was Christmas. Because we watched Sorcerer's Stone.
Right. And Harry and Ron say Happy Christmas.
Harry at midnight.
Yeah.
So we've done it before.
We have. So.
And we stay up to midnight every year for New Year's Eve, so.
We do. So we can.
It's not really that far.
Do it. Yeah. We do have to take into consideration, though, that we probably will be pausing to make dinner.
Yes.
Unless we're listening to our audiobooks while we do that, I guess. But
yes.
Either way, it doesn't really matter. So let's get started. Which book are you starting with? Oh, you're finishing your library book. I'm going to read.
I have to read this
the
one.
Megan Miranda book. So, okay. So we have made it to the first hour mark, and we paused to have some breakfast because I was hungry. So
Philly sandwich?
I'm having some yogurt with granola and blueberries and some toast. And with my place. I am 49 pages in.
I started on page 20 and I'm on page 83.
Nice. So we're doing good.
I've read about 6 chapters.
Nice. I've read 3. My chapters are very long. All 49 pages have
Mine
been
are very
3 chapters.
short, but it's a dual POV. So.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So far I'm enjoying it. The brother of one of the missing people has arrived at the inn, and everyone's like, "Why is he here?" So
I'm not going to say anything about mine because it's spoilers.
Yeah.
All you need to know. Contemporary romance. That's really good.
And little man is hanging out with us. So. Oh.
And so is Lenny Girl.
Landy's here too.
She just doesn't like being on camera.
Yeah. But we'll check back in. Probably, we're thinking maybe the halfway point, unless there's something that we feel you should know. So, we'll be back.
He's trying to steal my sandwich.
Yes, he is. So we're doing a little... Ooh.
Save that from spilling all over the floor.
It wouldn't have. It would have been fine.
It was rocking like
It's
this.
okay. We're doing a little check-in. We had to get up and stretch our legs for a minute.
She fell asleep.
I did for like 10 minutes. So I was like, all right, time to make more coffee. And I went out and harvested the vegetables in the garden for a minute, got some fresh air. I have also taken my sweater off and turned the fan on so that I'm a little bit chilly, because I think part of my problem was that I was cuddled up under the blanket. The doggy was asleep on my lap. We have rain sounds on. I was just cozy. I was just happy.
It was a fall day and she fell asleep.
I did.
Because she forgot we were doing this.
I didn't forget. I just fell asleep. So, but we're checking in. Drink counter number 2 for me. I'm on my second cup of coffee.
I'm still on coffee number 1, halfway through that, but I have also had a LaCroix and a Gatorade because I'm severely dehydrated.
So let's show our time stamp. So we are at
21.
There we go.
59. 22 hours.
Yep, 22 hours. I'm on page, I think, 89.
I'm
on my second part.
131.
Yeah, so Jilly's on page 131. I feel like you're going through yours faster, but your text is much bigger than mine too, I think.
And it's a lot of conversation.
Yeah.
It's a lot of
I'm on part 2 because mine is done in parts. I think there's 5 parts. So halfway will be part 3. So
mine is done in labeled chapters.
yeah.
So
I think our plan is to update you guys when we get to the halfway point. I know I said that last time, but we figured for prosperity purposes we would check in and let you guys know that I fell asleep for 10 minutes.
we also kind of just need to not give ourselves like specific times to check in.
Well, and we just had to get up for a minute, so I'm feeling much better now. I'm feeling like I can do this. I can push through. I was like, this is really bad. I've only made it 2 hours and I already fell asleep.
To be fair, you were up at 3 a.m.
I was.
to send Dad to the airport.
I was. Yes, I got up at 3.
And I don't know if it's a good thing that you chose thrillers to be your 24-hour reading challenge, because you should have chosen something that would challenge you.
No,
to keep you up.
But I think these will, because I'm interested in figuring out what's going on.
Sure.
I think had I read something else, I would have been like, okay, I'm bored.
Because words.
Words are hard.
Because I also have murder mysteries. We should do a suspect wall.
That could be fun.
And put sticky notes behind us.
That could be fun.
And we should do suspect check-ins.
We should.
We might have to
Other
do sticky
than-
notes, guys.
If we do that, though, does it give away too much of the books?
I don't think it does.
Okay.
Because it's our suspects. We don't have to tell them the other details.
That's true.
And I mean, we love Gavin, and he does that, and it doesn't seem like he's spoiling the book when he does that.
Well, sometimes he does, but he tells you he's going to.
Yeah.
We can do that on our next one, because I'm already
Partway through
on
this one.
this one, so the
Yeah.
next one we could do that. Because I'm pretty sure all of mine are
This is the only
murder
one of
mysteries.
This is the only one of mine that isn't a thriller or a mystery.
And I guess technically, I don't know that the one I'm reading is a murder mystery because they're missing people. So they
But we don't know if said
Yeah.
person was murdered.
right, because none of them have been found yet.
Yeah.
So
So they're just mysteries or thrillers
Yeah.
until you find out at the end if they're a murder.
correct. He's got his head resting on the arm of the couch.
Chipper. Hi.
Say hi,
Can you say hi? Can you say hi to the viewers?
Toopy. Say hello.
He's like,
They're
"What am I
not at
saying?"
the door.
Over
They're
here,
over
baby.
here. Over here, baby.
Say hello.
Right there.
Hello. Yes. Oh,
Bring the
yes.
toy.
Bring them your toy. Good job. This is a good boy.
Say, I just got a happy husky mix.
So, all right, we will check in with you in a little while.
We need to sit up straight.
Yes. Here we go. We both sat back at the same time. And go.
Can I read it? I like resting my book in my lap when it's a...
Use me here as a bookmark.
Do you want a bookmark? I have 7.
No, I have several. I just.
Mom, I have like 7. You want one to keep as your page marker. I'm using
Flipped my hair up, so I'm good.
I'm using these as my page marker because
Mhm.
I do that with library books. I still mark things
So that you can
to
go
go
back.
back later,
Mhm.
but you know that's all I really do. What was that?
something very out of character for one of the characters, which is they're a character that's kind of been in my mind as somebody that seems a little off. So,
Well, that's her first suspect.
What's our time?
20 hours and 5 minutes to go. It's 2:24.
Yes. So, we're doing pretty good. Halfway for each of us, so that's good.
Yes.
Some things have changed in my book. So the manager of the inn, she's not like an official townie because she wasn't born and raised here, but her aunt is the one that owns the inn. She has always kind of just gone along with everything that everybody else has said about all the missing people, that, it happens, it's a coincidence. They get caught out in the elements and they're unprepared and blah, blah, blah. And the brother of the most recent victim is there, and he's starting to ask questions, and he's starting to kind of find out some things that nobody brought to anyone's attention before. And she's starting to realize that maybe there's more going on here than we thought, and maybe people are keeping secrets that I wasn't aware of.
So I was right earlier on, I guess, that people knew.
Yeah.
What's
And
going on.
I have 3 people that I'm very suspicious of. So, yes.
Mine is going very well. It's a very coming-of-age emotional book because they're 18. They're seniors in high school in New Jersey, southern New Jersey. And they're getting ready to go to college, and there's a lot of stigma in this small town about queer spaces, because as I mentioned, it is a queer book. If that makes you uncomfortable, don't read it.
Yep.
The romance is kicking off, but it's a very emotionally heavy book, because there's a lot to do with a mom who died of cancer, which my grandmother died of cancer, mom's mom. So that's very...
One of the characters in my book also died of cancer.
That's very emotionally heavy,
Mm-hmm.
just to understand that. It's really good, though. I'm enjoying it. My next goal is 3/4 of the way,
Yes, mine too, which I have to figure out what that is. I'm not sure yet.
which means I have 98 pages to 3/4 or 196 until complete.
I don't know my page count because I didn't look it up, so I'll have to look at it. But I just want to say it's raining outside.
Yours is 351. I believe.
No. Mm-mm.
No, 318.
Yes,
I
so-
could get to 151.
Yes, so
So, what would that be?
yes, so I have to get to 318. I'm actually on 155.
15 minus 155. You have 163 pages left.
Okay.
So 3/4 is 82 pages.
Okay, so 155 plus 82 is
82. 237.
237. Okay.
Yes. My book is 391 pages, almost 400. I have a lot of really long books this year.
I actually have to get to 246 because that's when the chapter breaks and I don't go halfway.
No.
So-
Neither of us do that whole stop halfway through a chapter. You finish that chapter.
Yeah. Unless I can physically not keep my eyes open, I'll finish
True.
the chapter. It's raining though.
The raining here in the background is the
Is the
ambiance
TV.
of the TV.
But it is raining outside. It's just not thundering.
And we both have lunch.
We do.
I have really, really nummy, hot chili Asian bowls. It's rice, chicken, cucumber, carrots, and green onions.
Mm-hmm.
And snap peas.
Yeah.
My favorite.
No, snow peas. But snap peas.
Yes.
And I'm eating leftover tek noodles that my oldest daughter bought me yesterday when I went on an outing with her. So
And I'm on drink number 4 because I have a refill of coffee now.
I'm still finishing drink number 2.
And she has drink number 3 in the freezer because she likes to freeze her bubblies.
Mm-hmm.
She
I like it when they get a little bit slushy. So, all right. I'm going to eat and read. I realized I just lost where it actually was.
Perfect. Page 155.
Yes. I just was, I moved my finger, and I was like, oh wait, I'm right here. Okay.
We will update you when we start our timer again.
Yeah. We're checking in. We said we would do it when we got to the third. I'm not there yet. I'm at. I'm on page 223, and I need to be on 247. So I have 2 chapters left to get to where the third of the book would have been. But I only have 95 pages left.
I'm on page 282 of 391.
Yes,
I am, in fact,
you are.
the 3/4 way mark.
So mine has gone in an interesting direction.
Yes. Mine has gone places I assumed it would go.
Yes. There's so many things I want to say, but I feel like if I say too much, then it is definitely spoiling. So I'm really invested. I have guessed a couple of things correctly. But once again, my issue with Megan Miranda books always seems to be the way she wraps it up at the end. So I have hope
That it goes well?
that it goes well. But there have been some definitely interesting turn of events. One of the suspects that I have kind of felt weird about from the very beginning is definitely showing some true colors. And so I'm like,
This is
kinda
why
hit that on the head
when we do
there.
our suspect wall, we're going to go suspect 1, 2, 3. We're not going to give you guys names.
yeah,
We'll know names. You guys won't.
yes. Which hopefully we're going to do that soon. We did stop to have dinner and to water the garden. It is 7 o'clock, so I'm hoping that by 8:30 we'll be done with our first book so that we can listen to an audiobook and put a puzzle together.
We both listen at 2-point speed, though, so she doesn't know how long her audiobook is. Mine is 7.5 hours, so hopefully at 2-point speed will only be 4 hours. Which means that by 8:30, I should hopefully be done with that one by midnight.
Yeah.
Which doesn't leave me too much hope with finishing my other 3. But
Well, and I
Sherlock could be an easy one.
also don't know if I'll be listening to it at 2-point speed. I do it depends
Depending
on
on
the narrator. So, the book that I'm listening to, the narrator does have an accent, so I don't know how easy it will be at a faster speed. Right now I have it at 1.5.
Mine
that's
also
what I
has-
listened to the preview on, so we'll see.
Mine also has an accent, but it's a synthetic voice,
Yeah,
meaning it's been changed
right.
from the narrator,
Yes.
because they
Which one are you listening to on audio?
picture Dorian Gray.
Oh, right. Yes.
So I have that one. That one was a hopeful maybe. Sherlock was also a hopeful maybe because I really do need to read The Yard and Caraval.
Do we have either of those on audio?
I don't think so.
Maybe we can look. So we did want to put a disclaimer out in reading this book. Jillian didn't know anything about this book when she got it from the library. It just sounded good on, the synopsis.
I did look up when I got it though the age rating for it. It is 16 to 18 years for a recommended age rating.
And we would definitely recommend that. There is some open door scenes that she skipped over because she didn't feel like she wanted to read those. She skipped over some of that.
I do have pages for you. If you want to, you can skip the scene. It's pages 200 to 246.
Yes.
So you can skip those about 2.5 chapters if you don't want to read that scene. Otherwise, I've really enjoyed it. I am really enjoying it. It's a very, as I said before, emotionally heavy book, but it's a coming of age about 18-year-old boys in a small town figuring out they're queer, going off to college, getting in a relationship. If this isn't something you enjoy reading, don't read it. View it at your discretion. I don't mind books like this. I think they're very knowledgeable and entertaining to learn about because it's another minority just to be educated about.
No.
So
Did you need to be a part of things?
this is not a book I recommend to everybody. This is not a book I would recommend to every teen.
Hi.
But
Anyway, with that, back to our last,
a couple hundred pages.
and we will update you.
Starting
Oh yeah, what mark are we at?
18 hours and 12 minutes left. I feel like we've been going very slow.
I know, I feel like, because we haven't really stopped that many times, so why does it seem like it's 7 o'clock and we're only at 18 hours?
We still have 18 hours to go.
I know, that's what I'm saying. We have, I don't know, it just feels like it has gone by slowly. Or the time is going by slowly, but the day is going by quickly, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
But anyway, doesn't matter. Okay.
But the time is right.
Yes.
Okay. But
Ambiance, back on.
reading commence. I hate third act breakups. I love romance books. I hate contemporary romance books and their third act breakup. So why can't we just be happy and learn to communicate? But no.
So we did not make the 8:30 time window. It is
It's
in
10
fact 10:07.
We also have a puppy sitting between us, so awkward camera angles.
He's a sweep. But we finished. I am giving my first 5-star to a Megan Miranda book. I actually really, really liked this one. It was not, in fact, the person I suspected. It was someone I didn't at all suspect, and it kind of makes me sad that it was this person, but in the end, it actually really makes sense, and I get it. And I'm happy with the way it ended. It was good. I'm very happy with it.
Mine's a solid 4. I don't so much like the ending. It's very anticlimactic for the amount of emotional turmoil in this book. Not as good as some of the other romances I've read. Not bad.
Yeah.
I like his writing. I don't know if I'll pick any other books up by him though.
Yeah.
So
Okay, I think we're sitting right at how many, what's our time at?
15 hours and 14 minutes to go.
15 hours and 14 minutes.
We've got 3 hours until we're at 12. 3 hours until the halfway mark.
So I looked, my audiobook is 8 hours at 1.5 speed.
I haven't checked my speed yet, so
So we'll see. I think I'm gonna get a snacky snack. Get an apple.
we're gonna figure out what puzzle we're gonna pick.
Yeah, I have 2 to choose from. I have, well, I'll just go get them. Hold on.
Yes.
And I was wrong. I actually have 3 puzzles that we haven't done yet. So, option number 1 is the Flower Lounge.
Which could be fun and smaller.
It's got books and stuff. I think it's 1,000 pieces. I don't know. I can't tell. And then we have Summer Bouquet, which is a 1,000-piece puzzle from Ebu. Love these puzzles.
And then we have another library one. It's a 500-piece puzzle.
Black Cat Books.
It's so pretty.
That was originally supposed to be one of my fall puzzles, and I never got to it.
But
It is-
we did the rainbow book one because you let Dylan pick because you gave him the 2 library ones and he picked the rainbow books one.
That's true, he did. So, I don't know which one we're gonna do.
We should probably do one that's easy to see in the dark, so I'm thinking not the very
Right.
black puzzle. This one could be fun, but it has a lot of patterns.
Should we just do the big flowers?
I think we should do the big flowers.
Okay. So, we're going to do this one. So we gotta set our table up and get a snacky snack. I have to unplug my headphones.
I already did that because I plugged my charger in.
And then we should probably pick a new ambiance too, because we've been watching this one for several hours. It's beautiful though. It's very pretty.
It is very pretty.
But we've been watching it for a long time.
We both would take this library.
Yes, we would. So I think we're gonna pick a new one of those. Okay, we have our table set up. We're turning our pieces for our puzzle over.
Yes.
And we have snackies. I have apple slices and peanut butter.
I have a bunch of fruit. I have grapes and blueberries, and then banana for potassium. Because food groups, people.
So as we mentioned in the beginning, I'm going to be listening to The Fury by Alex Michaelides. And what I know of this one is it says this is a tale of murder, or maybe that's not quite true. At its heart, it's a love story, and it's about a famous actress who gets like trapped on an island, a private Greek island, because of the weather, and there's a murder. So I'm interested to see how this one goes, and this one's pretty short. It's only 295 pages, so it's shorter than the last one I read by a little bit. But I'm going to listen to as much of it as I can while we work on the puzzle, and then depending on how far I get, I'll either finish it this evening or tomorrow. So
I will be listening to The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. It is a classic psychological horror about a 19th century Victorian nobleman who goes insane after he has his portrait painted because he doesn't think he's as beautiful as he is in his portrait, and he doesn't like it. So it's about morality and the view of how you see yourself.
all right, well, we will check back in with you guys in just a little bit.
So we made it to midnight.
Yeah, it's actually
12:30
12:27.
a.m. Everybody.
And we have the outline of our puzzle.
And the base of our puzzle.
And part of the top of the puzzle. Jillian's working on the easier part because it's all the light colors. Now that all the light colors are done, this part up here
I
will
was
be a little
working
bit.
on the vase so we knew where the flowers went.
Yeah, this part up here is all dark stuff.
Yeah, and we spent about 45 minutes trying to figure out where this one edge piece that we couldn't find was.
Yeah. So I'm listening at 1.75, although I might up it because it says I'm an hour and like 20 minutes in, which only gets me to page 45, chapter 9. So that's not very much. So I might need to kick around up. Although I'm
Not liking it?
It's not that I'm not liking it. I'm feeling like it's just a lot of information about these characters.
It could also be that it's
From-
midnight.
No, but from the perspective of only one person. And so even though he keeps saying he's trying to give you a very unbiased depiction, it feels very biased. So I'm curious to see like what that's going to be. Yeah, so we'll see. I don't know how I feel about it just yet.
Yes. I'm absolutely crazy, and I enjoy listening to classics at 2.5 times speed. Because a lot of the times the narrators are either really slow, because a lot of the classics I read are written in older versions of English, so they read very slowly. Or like this one, which is a synthetic voice, they don't sound the best. I mean, they still have character voices and everything because it was a person who created the synthetic voice, but they don't have the inflection and the tone, so I can listen to them faster.
Yeah.
So I only have 2.5 hours left in Picture of Dorian Gray.
I have like 6 hours left.
Picture of Dorian Gray is also only 22 chapters and 250 pages. So it was a quicker book anyways. It's only 7.5 hours if you listen to it at normal speed. I'm really enjoying it. Of course, psychological classic horror, so I'm enjoying that aspect. Our painter is already crazy. Because he's very, very obsessed with Dorian Gray.
Yeah.
Who is younger than I thought he was. Because they say he's a lord. But then I have to remember this is Victorian England, so like I thought he was an adult. But no.
Excuse me, sorry.
It might be time to go to bed soon.
I was just going to say, I don't know why I'm yawning because I actually don't really feel all that tired.
I don't feel tired, but this
but
is
I keep
also...
yawning, so I don't know.
You might also just not be breathing enough because
That's
you're
just true.
focusing.
Yeah.
Our timer is at 14 hours and 17 minutes remaining.
Yeah,
So,
we're doing good.
we shall see. We are almost at halfway,
We are.
which means that 3:30 a.m. will be halfway. If we can make it.
I guess throw the shot. If we can't get that far, then we can't get that far. Aside from the fact that I keep yawning, I feel okay. So,
I keep sneezing because it's summer
yeah.
and allergies.
But I think I'm good to try and aim for halfway. If you're good to try and aim for halfway.
If I aim for halfway, I will finish my book.
Sweet. And then you can start a new one. I will still not have finished my book, but that's okay.
I picked more books than you because most of mine were short.
Yes.
Because if I finish this one, that gets me in the mood for the yard. And I'm gonna wait to finish the yard until we can put suspects up on the wall. Because we're gonna have to do that in the morning, everybody. We forgot to go get sticky notes before it got really, really dark.
Mine.
You don't know why it's a mystery so far?
Yeah, so far it's like I said, it's literally just a guy narrating people. Like he's just telling us about the people on the island. And like they're just getting to the island. So he's like giving us a story.
The first scene in the Knives Out movies.
Yeah,
when the narrator,
a lot, actually. That's very much how this feels. It's so one guy, his name is Elliot, and he's basically just giving information about all of the people who are on the island with the celebrity, Lana.
Which, I mean, could be a good thing because it could be a distraction technique.
Yes, I think so. Okay, well, back to it. We will check in a little while. So it's 1:30, 1:45, I don't know. We're calling it quits.
Yeah.
Jillian is halfway through Dorian Gray.
I have about an hour, 20-ish minutes left. I'm on chapter 11, which is exactly halfway through. We have 13 hours and 17 minutes left to do tomorrow.
That's okay. We did pretty good. We can possibly start earlier tomorrow. We started late today because the bug guy came and we had a lot of pausing, so.
You mean Orkin? You call it the bug guy?
Yeah, the bug guy, the working guy. The bug guy. I'm on page 115, so I have about 180 pages left of The Fury. Our character, who was the murder victim, has now been murdered. They are no longer with us, so now we can figure out who the killer is.
We can get sticky notes tomorrow.
I'm not liking this one as much as the last one, so we'll see.
It's okay, not all of them can be 5 stars.
That's very true. I just don't think I'm a. Excuse me. I just don't know that Alex Michaelides is an author that I necessarily enjoy. But anyway,
Okay.
we will see you. Well, I was gonna say tomorrow, but we'll see you in a couple hours because it is tomorrow.
So we're back.
Bad angle, but good morning. Good morning. Time check-in. It is 8:01, and we are at
13 hours and 17 minutes.
So my goal is to get to the halfway point of The Fury before we stop again. So that's about 20 pages from where I'm at right now.
My goal is to just try and finish Picture of Dorian Gray because I only have about an hour and 20 minutes left.
Yeah.
Because I really do need to finish the other books today.
I know. I want to at least finish one more if I can. I think I probably can. I'm going to try and finish, I think, at least everyone on this train is a suspect. And then I will end the vlog with everyone in my dream, or in my dreams I hold a knife or whatever. So. But I'm drinking coffee in my adorable new coffee cup that my oldest daughter bought for me. Not funny.
Both of your coffee cups have been ones Emma bought. I have mushrooms. I honestly thought, because of like Canterville Ghost recommendations about this book and like reactions to it, and they're all like, oh, it was so scary, I couldn't finish it, the psychological was just so bad, and I'm like,
Really? The picture
I-
of Dorian Gray?
Yeah.
That
and I'm like,
surprises me a little.
I currently don't even think it's psychological horror.
Mm-mm.
I don't currently think it's horror at all.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess if that's truly just not something you like, then...
True. I might not think it's scary. You might. Depends. So far, Mom seems to be somewhat enjoying her book. She's had a few facial reactions, but that also could have just been that we were tired.
Yeah, it's the same thing I said last night before we went to bed. I kind of just feel like up until the point where they found one of the characters dead on the beach, it was really more just like one person's opinion of these people. And this particular person isn't necessarily somebody that all of them like. So it's interesting. They just don't. Like, he is really good friends with the actress. And so some of the other people there, like there's another actress there that doesn't like him. But she also feels very jealous of the other actress. So I'm kind of on the fence. I don't really know what I think so much just yet.
Do you have any suspects so far?
I mean, I think the obvious ones, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's them. Although sometimes I always come back to Agatha Christie's the most likely suspect is usually the right one.
Agatha Christie was known to use red herrings.
Yeah, so we'll see. I'm not like definitively like I think this is the person just yet, but yeah, I'm not sure. So, but anyway, we will check back in when we get when she's done and I'm either halfway or further, depending on how long it takes her to finish.
Yes.
And we'll go from there.
I finished Picture of Dorian Gray.
She did.
I like it. I still do not believe it fits into the horror category, even though that's what it says on every website. I personally think it is a classic thriller or a gothic classic because there's not a lot of psychological things to it. There's no monsters. It's just that Dorian thinks the picture that was painted of him is evil because everybody who was looked at it has died.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to spoil the ending for anybody who wants to read it themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed it. I will put it in my reading journal. Well, Mom finishes the hour.
Yeah, I have 60 pages, that we said? 60 pages of my book left, so it's going pretty quickly. I'm going to finish listening to that while Jillian takes a break for a minute and fills out her reading journal. I'll keep working on the puzzle, and then we'll move on to books number 3.
I'll have one more book to read without you, so I might try and get my Sherlock done too.
Yeah.
I have to decide which one to do.
I don't know how I feel about this. So the story has picked up a little. I struggle with Alex's books because sometimes there's just some, there's just some content that I'm like, I just don't feel like it's necessary, really. I get why he put some of the things in here that he did because he's trying to build a fairly dark backstory for the characters, which I understand. But I don't know. I just don't know that I'm an Alex fan, if I'm being honest. I'm holding out judgment till the very end until I see where it goes. I have a feeling I know where it's going to go. So I don't know how I feel, honestly. I don't dislike it, but I'm like, it's going to depend on the ending. The ending's where he always screws it up for me, which is like I just said about Megan Miranda's books last night. The ending is always where it falls apart for me. Last night's was good. I'm holding out judgment until I get to end this one, and we'll see if I remain true to my statement of the ending is always where it gets me. So, but that's where we're at. And it is 9:48.
We have 11 hours and 44 minutes to go.
Yeah. So we are I'm still here. We're doing good.
We also have a very tired Toopy because he was like, Mom, we didn't sleep very long last night because we did not go to bed until 2. And then my alarm went off at 6. And he was like, really? So he was just sleeping on the couch because I'm just a tired boy.
Yeah, aren't you Toopy?
He's a tired boy. Yeah. He's just a big yawn. Yes, he was a tired boy.
So I think we're gonna let me finish my thing. Jillian's gonna fill out her reading journal. Then I'm probably gonna actually, get dressed for the day because I'm still just in my jammies. And I'll probably get another
I
cup
put
of
my
coffee.
sweatshirt from last night back on, but I have jeans on.
Mm-hmm.
She finished.
I did.
I read another book.
She did.
Well, I read about.
She read a short story.
Yes, I read a short story because I have the special edition spring collection of the Sherlock Holmes adventures because I have all of the season ones.
Mm-hmm.
I have fall, winter, and summer on audio, so Mom got me spring physically for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
I read The Adventure of the 5 Orange Pips, which is about 60 pages. So I met my Sherlock goal for the month of reading one Sherlock.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm happy because that means that all I have to do is take the next 10 and a half hours to read 2 books.
Yes. No big deal.
We have 5 hours each.
And I finished The Fury. I gave it 4. I definitely liked the ending of this one much better than The Maidens and The Silent Patient. I feel like there was just like way too much information, and it was just, there's just so much telling, which is, I mean, that's kind of what Alex's books do. They give a very like play by play.
He doesn't show things with his
Not
writing.
really, no. And I always feel like the twist is supposed to be like, and for me it's just not. So I don't know. I just, yeah. So anyway, I'm moving on. I'm gonna read a different one. We were taking a break really quick while I had breakfast, while Jillian had breakfast. We were still just working on the puzzle. While we did that, we are almost finished with the puzzle. But I'm going to read Everyone on This Train is a Suspect by Benjamin Stevenson. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. I love his writing. So
I'm going to be reading The Yard by Alex Grecian, and we shall be putting sticky notes up on the wall for you guys of suspects.
yeah, we gotta go get suspect sticky notes.
Yes.
That is the plan. So we're gonna try to keep it to 5 hours or less per book to see if we can get through the other 2. We will update you guys again in a little while.
We have sticky notes that you can't read. They're just the titles of our books for suspects in the background.
Mm-hmm.
We can talk about. We can hopefully maybe write bigger on the other ones.
Are we doing spoilers then?
No, because we're not doing names. We're just
Okay.
doing numbers.
Okay.
So that we can just talk about them in numbers.
Okay.
Because that's our thoughts about them, but you don't know who they are.
Got it. Okay. That
Yeah.
works.
Also, drink number 8,
I'm still drinking my coffee.
I think. I need the electrolytes.
Also, I love that my sticky notes unintentionally match the color of my book.
mine somewhat do. I have gold on mine. But I am reading The Yard.
By Alex Grecian.
Yes. I have sticky tabs in here that aren't meant for this book.
I don't have sticky tabs, so I might have to get some.
Would you like to steal some?
Sure. I'm gonna read the back of this. So, in the first one of these, we're introduced to the character of Ernest. And so this one says, I'm Ernest Cunningham. Call me Ern or Ernie. When the Australian Mystery Writers Society invited me to their crime writing festival abroad began, the famous train through the vast Australian desert, I was hopeful of some inspiration for my second book, fiction this time. The program is a real who's who of crime writing royalty. The debut writer, me, the forensic science writer, the blockbuster writer, the legal thriller writer, the literary writer, the psychological suspense writer. But when one of us is murdered, the remaining authors quickly turn into 5 detectives. Together, we should know how to solve a crime. Or commit one. Oh, I like it. It's got a train layout.
It's movements. So,
Okay, what's our time? What are we at?
do. It is 12 o'clock. We have 10 hours and 30 minutes to go.
Okay. I'm trying. I want to have this book done in 3 hours. How many hours we have? 10?
10 hours and 32 minutes.
I want to have this book done in 4 hours. Because that
4
leaves
o'clock?
me with 6 hours for the other one.
We can do that. Our ambiance is only 3 hours.
Okay.
3 o'clock?
Yeah.
Starting now. By the way, I've already read the first chapter of this book.
I read the first chapter of this one too, but I'm going to go back and read it because I don't remember what it said.
You don't remember what it's.
My headband is hurting my head.
It's like a toddler.
What?
You're like a pouting toddler.
I am a pouting toddler. My head hurts.
Why does your head hurt?
Behind my ears. My headband's making my ears hurt.
Hey, you're not getting up here.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Good job. Sorry, is this one in your way? There. Are you happy now?
Dewey!
Okay.
Hi!
Can you lay down?
You're in the way.
Okay, thank you.
You're in the way.
You're on my pillow.
Are you struggling that much?
Yes. Me and Peter Rabbit are struggling over here. I turn into a toddler when I'm tired.
I think everybody does. Ooh. Suspect number 1's going up on the wall. We don't think we gave ourselves enough time. We're both very slow. It's 1 o'clock. I'm only on page 54. Where are you?
I'm on page 30. It's because I literally read the same 2 pages in chapter 2, I think 12 times, because I kept going.
I think we need more coffee.
I think I need some food.
I think we need fresh coffee.
I need to finish this chapter first, though. That seems so far away. Oh no, it's only a couple pages.
But yeah, I have suspects that I don't.
I have no suspects. I just wrote down something he said about the killer's name being mentioned 106 times. So I wrote that down. But
I think my suspect is the obvious one, but anyways, back to reading we go. Don't mind the lighting. It's later in the afternoon. It is 5 o'clock, actually. And we have about 7 hours remaining on our clock.
I am on chapter 17, which is page 163.
I am on chapter 48, which is right here. I need to move my thing. I have been listening to it because there was a second there where my eyes got really, really tired. So I was rereading lines, and that is page 225 of 422.
Oh. So,
About halfway?
yeah.
I think mine is exactly halfway, actually.
Mine's a little less than half. I mean, a little more than halfway. Oh, excuse me. But I was also listening to it for a little while because I wanted to finish the rest of our puzzle.
Which we did.
So. But, oh.
I have I have a numerous amount of suspects.
I have one.
Yeah. Mine is hard though because there's things that people are saying where I'm like, do you just know too much, or are you just that good at your job? Because there's a shopkeeper who knows a little too much about a singular item and the fact of what it came from and the fact that it would have been in a factory where children were. Like, the item is about 4 millimeters tall. How do you know this much information? And then I realized that it's kind of just the realm of his work, so I don't know if he's actually a suspect or if I'm reading too much into this.
And I don't know why I'm feeling this way, but for whatever reason, I'm feeling like the main suspect is the one person the narrator keeps telling us it's not.
Because it would just be an obvious red herring.
Yes, that's what I'm going with.
My current main suspect, though,
wrong.
my current main suspect, I really don't want it to be him. Because that would mean this entire time he's been right under their noses. And it frustrates me so much. So I'm like, oh, I don't know if you're just a good cop or if you're a very, 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 very dirty cop.
Every time you talk about it, I'm like reminded of things that happened in the book, and I was like, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Because it's been a while since I've read it, so I don't remember all the details off the top of my head, but...
Yeah.
But anyway, okay, back to it. We'll check in again later. I probably won't check in again until I finish mine.
I only have 2 hours left in the audiobook. I'm listening at 2.45 speed.
Why?
Because I can understand it and I can read that fast. I can read the words that fast. And I can understand what they're saying.
Okay, I'm not reading mine that fast. But there's too many characters in mine for me to do that. There's all 7 of the writers on the retreat, plus the train staff, plus people who were at the writers panel, so guests of the panel. So there's just way too many people. I would get very confused, I think. Anyway.
I think that the yard is really interesting because it is set in a very specific time. It's after the Jack the Ripper cases that weren't solved.
Mm-hmm.
And it's during the time where Scotland Yard had a specific group of people who did the murder cases. So they only hired 12 people and they call them the murder squad because they're the only people in London who do murders.
Yep.
It's a little dark, everybody.
But we have finished I have finished book number 3. She has finished book 3.5. Because we're counting
Short
Sherlock
stories.
as a half. It's a novella. Hi.
Novellas are still books.
Just what are you doing?
He doesn't know.
I want to be the center of attention.
Yes. Mom took her sticky notes down because she was wrong and a little salty about it.
I wasn't salty about it. There was just literally no reason to keep any of my suspects up there because I had 3 suspects in the end. 3 people that I thought. And I like the way the story was kind of wrapping itself up, I'm like, oh, I was right on one of them. And then, so with this story, there were multiple murders. And then there were other crimes, and I had written that down. So there was tampering with evidence, robbery, some other stuff. And so, one of the characters that I assumed was the murderer was in fact involved in one of the other crimes. So, I knew that there was something fishy there, but I was
Totally wrong.
I didn't even have the correct suspect on the wall. But I love that about his books. He is very much like an Agatha. He throws out so much information, and he basically tells you from the very beginning that I'm not going to give you information you don't need, and I'm going to tell you everything you need to know. And I couldn't figure it out. I didn't know. So I love his books. That one was a 5-star for me.
Yes. Mine was also a 5-star. I have a lot of sticky notes on this wall, and we need to go through some things. First off,
Without giving anything away.
I know. I had 2 suspects on the wall who ended up being the same person.
Yes.
I didn't connect the dots. But I was correct about my suspect. I'm not going to spoil who it is, but I was correct. I had him on the wall twice.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, 3 times.
Yes.
There's a lot of information up here that was just because there were a solid 20 chapters where so many things were happening, where a lot of these sticky notes are in fact just notes, which I'm not going to share. But in total, I had 8 suspects. I took 2 off the wall halfway through the book because I was like, they've saved themselves, their fishy behavior is explained. There is a death in this book that makes me so very angry. It makes me mad because I really, really, really like the character. It was very good. It's a lot of information.
Yes.
Timestamp. My phone is currently charging, but we have 4.5 hours. We're not staying up any longer. We're gonna go to bed.
It is currently 8:30, so it's not super late. We could finish tonight, but my eyes are like, nope, they need a break. So we're going to finish our last 4.5 hours tomorrow.
And we have instituted a rule. Well, Mom and I use this rule anyways, no matter what, with reading. It's if you get to 75% of the book, you get to include it as finished. Because we do that if we finish 75% by like the end of the month, we can count it for that month's reading goal. So we're going to do it for tomorrow. If we get to 75%, we get to include it with books read during our 24 hours.
Or, well, books finished. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm kind of on the fence. Originally, I had planned on reading In My Dreams I Hold a Knife. But I realized that none of the books I read for our 24-hour reading challenge are any of my 25 and 25 books. And so I am part of the way through at Water's Edge. And then I am also part of the way through Deep Sky, which is also a sci-fi mystery. So I might read one of those instead. We'll just have to wait and see how I feel in the morning.
You would do sci-fi mysteries, and I have a circus mystery thriller, which I'm actually really excited to read.
And I think In My Dreams I Hold a Knife is a psychological thriller.
Probably.
I'm really not sure. So, yeah, we'll see. I haven't made up my mind about that quite yet, but I can tell that my eyes are very heavy. Like I can feel them. They're just heavy. I also I took a bath while Jillian was finishing up.
She finished like 20 minutes before I did.
But so
my book was
longer than mine.
How many? Because yours was...
Mine was 3:18. 3:18.
And mine was 422, so I had about 100 pages more than Mom. It's night time, everybody.
We will see you tomorrow for our last 4.5
hours.
hours. Is it 4 hours? 4.5 hours.
4.5 hours.
4.5 hours.
Well, it's 4 hours and 25 minutes.
That's 4.5 hours.
That's 4.5 hours. I think Cooper also says it's night time.
Oh yeah.
So, we're signing off for tonight.
Yeah. All right. Till tomorrow.
Bye. Day number 3 of trying to read for 24 hours. As we said in the beginning, it wasn't just stay up for 24 hours and see how much you could read. It's we wanted to be reading for 24 hours. Anything outside of that didn't count.
Right.
So it's taken us about 72.
It would be fun to try and do just read solid for 24 hours. I don't know how much I would actually read because having the breaks in between has been what's been good for me because I can give my eyes a break. I can,
But I mean, I think what the read for 24 hours actually is they set a 24-hour timer And whatever they get done in that time, whether it's eating dinner while reading or it's getting up, doesn't matter. They don't pause their timer.
Right.
We pause.
We did, because we wanted to actually be reading for 24 hours.
Yes.
So, but like I had said last night, I didn't know what I was going to read today. My original plan was to read In My Dreams I Hold a Knife, which is only 331 pages. So to get to 75% of it, I would get to page 248, which I mean, would probably be doable, but I don't think I'll finish it in our 4.5 hours that we have left.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm currently already on page 153 of At Water's Edge by Sarah Gruen, which is kind of, I mean, it has a mystery element to it. It's about this young woman and her husband and their friend who are looking for the Loch Ness. Thank you, Loch Ness monster, because her husband's father is supposedly the man who became famous finding it, but then there's been some rumors and speculation that he doctored the photos that he took and made it all up, so his son is like on this mission to go and actually find it. And so I've been reading that, and so far I'm really enjoying it. So I think I have a better chance of finishing this in the next 4.5 hours. And then if I still have time left on our timer, I'll go ahead and start reading In My Dreams I Hold a Knife, because I'm already technically on chapter 2, because I took Kayla's approach to things.
From Books and Lala.
Yeah, if she can't decide what book she wants to read, she reads the first chapter of a bunch of them, or first 100 pages or whatever. And so before we started this challenge, I did that, and so I've already read the first chapter of this one, which is how it became one of the books that was on my list, because the first chapter was engaging enough. So
I think you should read that one then. If it was engaging enough in the first chapter, I think you'll read it quickly. Because it was engaging. This one, you don't seem to be very engaged with.
no, I have been. I like this one.
Says the woman who's had it.
Well, it was busy. Well, I stopped reading it during Junk Journal July, because I didn't have time to do Junk Journal July and edit videos and read, so I just stopped reading it. But up until that point, I was really enjoying it. So I don't know. I wish you guys could give your opinion. Jillian votes for this one. I'm
Because
leaning
if you
towards
say
this
the
one.
first chapter was engaging enough to want to read it, I think you'll be interested in that one.
I guess that's true. And then either way, I'm still almost already done with this one. I could still finish this one this week.
You could.
Not for the video, but I could still finish it.
Because it's better to try and get to 75% in the other one than try and finish this one and then read a 5th one.
It's true.
I'm on
Okay.
book 5.
You are on book 5. See, she's just trying to discourage me because she wants to finish more books than me. She's going to finish more books than me no matter what, because she's already finished more books than me. Okay, fine. I'll
only
read this
on
one.
this will
So
only be
ignore everything I
book
just said.
12. It's only the book 12.
I meant for the video. See, that's my only problem. That was my other reasoning, is that this one's actually on my 25 and 25. None of the books I've read for our 24 hours are. And so I'm like, do I just keep reading books that I want to read, or do I read a book that I'm supposed to be reading? I'm
You
really
said
struggling
you're
with my
not
25 and
interested in your
25.
25 and 25.
I'm not. I really
Which is why
was.
next year we're not doing it officially.
I know. I really, really was. When I first picked my books this year, I was very excited about all of them. But I don't know. I think I'm just, this year, for whatever reason, I'm such a mood reader. And if you tell
Which
me
is
I
okay.
have to read something, I don't want to read it. And if I tell myself I have to read something, I don't want to read it.
But also
So-
the difference is that you have more books than your 25 and 25.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
All of the books on my 25 and 25 are the books that I haven't read yet.
Yeah.
Half of them are yours because I didn't have enough on my bookshelf.
I know. I
So
have.
no matter what, all of the books I own are my 25 and 25 because they're the only ones I have left.
I have.
201 unread books.
Is that what it was? Yeah. I counted. I had on my bookshelves, I have 201 unread books.
If I finish my 25 and 25, I will have one.
Yeah. And that doesn't include all the books I own that I have read.
She has 3 bins and an extra bookshelf of ones that are already read, and some in the garage, in the classroom.
I didn't say I have.
And she's gotten rid of some.
Yes, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have 13 bookshelves just in the house that have books on them.
I have 1. It has 3 shelves.
Okay, I guess I'll read this one.
Mood reading.
Yeah, this one, well, I mean, I was in the mood to read it, so I'll just read this one. So ignore what I said, and I'll finish Water. I was going to say Water for Elephants. She's the author of Water for Elephants. This one is At Water's Edge. Different book.
Still with water.
Yes, but all right, and Jillian's reading Caraval.
Yes.
Remember,
excited for
it's
this one.
only a game.
It's like a circus circus murder mystery horror version of the Hunger Games.
Stephanie Garber. What else does she write that I know? Did she write Once Upon a Broken Heart? Yeah, I read that one. I haven't read any of the other ones in that series, but I read that one.
She also has, at the end, she has the sneak peek for the second one in this series, which is Legendary.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Once Upon
okay.
a Broken Heart, The Curse of True Love, so
Yeah.
that whole series, the
I've only read the
Caraval
first
series.
one. I've only read the first one in that series, but I did read that one. I liked it.
Alchemy of Secrets, she also has. Spectacular, she has. Which, so Caraval, Legendary, Spectacular, and Final are all this series.
Gotcha. Cool.
Yes.
Alrighty. Well, we should get started. Jillian will go to our time tracker.
4 hours, 23 minutes, and 4 seconds. Stupid window. The window's in the way, it creates a glare. But 4 hours, 23 minutes, and 4 seconds. Exactly.
All right.
Hopefully we can get the alarm to ring on camera.
That would be good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will update you at halfway to 75%.
Yes, we will. She runs out here. She wakes you up, then she sprays you with cold frozen water. Jeez. Just can't take her anywhere, can ya?
If Mom includes it, we might have a really funny blooper. I tried to open a LaCroix I stuck in the freezer 2 hours ago, and it was completely frozen except for the top layer, so it sprayed everywhere. It exploded like Coke and Mentos.
We got spicy water.
In the face. In the face. Jimmy! Look at the camera. Look at, yeah.
Anyway, reading update. We are at 2 hours left.
2 hours and 5 minutes.
2 hours and 5 minutes.
About a little over halfway. Cooper, can you sit your face down? It's like, no, I want the stuff that's over here. I want the snacks.
I'm on chapter 9, page A7. Jillian is reading so much faster than I am. She's on page 146.
Chapter 15.
Yes. Anyway,
So.
it doesn't matter. That is neither here nor there.
Doesn't matter.
I'm liking my book. We just got to one of my least favorite tropes ever, so I'm hoping it's just a brief little thing. We have a very interesting group of characters. So there's 7. Well, technically there's 8. So there's 7 of them in the main group, and then there's kind of another one. So we have our football player Star. We have they're all college students. I mean, well, they go back and forth. It's now time and then in the past. But so we have our football player. We have our Boy Scout. We have our rich girl who everything just seems like it goes right for her. Then we have our trust fund golden boy. They actually refer to him as the golden boy. Parents are like real estate tycoons, tons of money. Then we have our bad boy who
You guys drives a motorcycle?
he does actually, and he pays for college all on his own by selling things that he shouldn't. Then we have our main character who is she's extremely smart, but
nothing she ever does gets noticed by anybody else, including her parents. So she didn't get into Harvard, which is where her dad wanted her to go, but she did get into Duquette. So, but she's paying for it all on her own, and struggling to do that because, it's very expensive. Is that all of them? Oh, and then we do have the really mean rich girl who's kind of on the outskirts of the group, but she's kind of that you love to hate her character kind of thing. And then we have the super down to earth, everybody just kind of loves her character. So yeah, it's an interesting dynamic of people, and it's an interesting perspective to get them like in their college ages, and then to see them at this 10-year reunion and what has happened to their group dynamic since then. Mm-hmm. So it's interesting. I'm liking it so far.
Oh my goodness. It's not so much Hunger Games currently, it's very much Night Circus. Our main characters' names are Scarlett, Donatella, and Julian. And they're going to Caraval to play the game, to win a wish, to fix their lives however they needed to be fixed. But a wish is not all it may seem, because every sort of magic comes with a price. Caraval is on a magic island that they call Dreamland, and you must be invited to Caraval through a ticket from the master. They call him the Grand Master of Caraval. And no one's ever met him, so that's one little bit of our mystery, is figuring out who he is. And all of the members of the circus troupe of Caraval are, there's an aerialist and walks on a tightrope, and then there's all of the members who have been invited to participate in Caraval. There's 20 members in all, who are all trying to solve the mystery to win the wish. They have 5 days, but they can only work at night because they have a reverse curfew. So during the day, all of the doors of Caraval are locked, and at night they're all unlocked, and everything opens until sunrise.
So that's the Night Circus tie-in there.
And
Interesting.
the rules are that if you don't find the clues or you decide to cheat, you'll go mad or you may die. Which I think is the Hunger Games tie-in there. Of certain death is part of this entire game.
Yes.
But you don't learn that until you sign a contract in blood saying you will participate.
Whether you want to or not.
Yes. Well, at the gates, they have the option to observe the games from a glass palace or to play. And of course, our characters choose to play because they all have something to lose if they don't.
Interesting.
So no one can leave until the game is won. And we are on night 2.
Very cool.
It's very interesting. I'm thinking from here on out the rest of it will be spoilers. But
yeah, mine, I feel, is also going to become very spoilery, so
we shall continue reading. Maybe check in a little bit to hear our timer go off. So,
alrighty. Back at it. Oh my god. Oh no. This was the perfect time to record.
right? We have 2 minutes left.
Oh boy.
Ah. I say if we're still in the middle of a chapter, by the time it goes off, we finish the chapter.
Okay.
I'm not done with this chapter.
I'm not either. I've got a couple more pages.
I've got 5.
Okay.
No! I have this much left.
I'm gonna throw a fit like a toddler.
I don't know if it would be cheating to just say, can we add an extra hour and do 25 and try and finish?
Well, I won't finish it in an hour. But if you want to keep reading, keep reading. So you didn't finish it by the 24 hours. It's fine. I'm gonna keep reading because I need to know what happens.
I know too, because something that just happened really makes me mad. And it's just so big of a spoiler, so I can't tell you guys.
Yeah, I can't tell you guys anything that's happened in mine because it's so twisty turny. But like, so one of our characters dies. She's murdered, and at this point, every single one of the other members has had a reason for why it could be them, and her brother's investigating it. Let me just say, there are so many thoughts running through my head, and I'm almost positive I know who it is, but I think there's a twist coming that is really going to mess with my brain. But I just feel like it's going to be there.
I've met the Grand Master. His name is Legend. I don't like him.
I don't like him.
You're not supposed to. She still has a whole day left at Caraval to solve the mystery and win her gift.
Interesting.
And as of the information I have right now, it doesn't seem like Legend wants her to win. But this book is a 5-star no matter how the ending works because, oh my goodness, the way she writes. I love this.
I'm holding out. I'm
much.
holding. I'm not going to start it yet. I will start when I finish. I have a feeling it's headed towards a 5.
Yeah, we're gonna end the video right here, not finish them in our 24-hour period. So technically our 24-hour challenge is over. But I'm still gonna count that we finished these books as far as the video goes. So you will have finished 5 books and I will have finished 4 in 2 days. That's still pretty, well, 3 days. That's still pretty impressive.
I'm just having a rough day. What? You don't like the wind, huh? You don't like the wind, huh? So we finished book number 5 and book number 4, right? I finished 4 and you finished 5? Yeah. Yeah. I loved my final book. It didn't go exactly the way I was thinking it was going to in my head, but I was happily
Surprised?
I wasn't necessarily surprised. I think ultimately it makes a lot of sense, but I didn't suspect the particular person that it was, and so I was happy with the ending, let's put it that way. So anyway, I think our main character has a lot of flaws though. So what are your thoughts on Caraval?
Well, you didn't say what your last book was. You didn't say
The In My Dreams, I Hold a Knife one.
Right. Caraval is a lot of information all at the same time. It's really, 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 really good. I really liked it.
Good.
If you don't like dark fantasy, if you don't like fantasy where romance is like the main plot of the story, if you don't like third act breakups, I don't, but this one was crucial to the plot, so I'll give it that. That this book is not going to be for you, but oh my goodness, it's so good. I did not see the ending of this one coming at all.
Yeah.
And I can't say anything because it's spoilers.
So we did actually both finish our books the day we filmed. Our last, it was 4 hours that day, 4 hours of our 24 hours. Jillian finished at about 26 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it took her about 2 hours to finish the rest, and I finished just at like 26 and a half. So we were both able to finish them on Friday.
We had 6 hours, not 4 hours left that day.
Right.
But
So either way.
anyways,
Yeah, I gave mine 5 stars. Did you give Caraval 5 stars?
yes.
Yeah.
Because how can you not?
So, Jillian, out of all 5 books that you read, which one was your favorite?
If I had to go off like the one that I think has the most powerful meaning to it, I think it would be The Long Run, because there's a lot that you learn in that book about the LGBTQ community that you don't read in a lot of media.
Mm-hmm.
If I had to go off like setting, I absolutely love the setting of Caraval because oh my goodness, Dreamland is just I want to live there.
Mm-hmm.
But the yard it holds a special place in my heart just because I do like classic murders, and it very much feels like Arthur Conan Doyle wrote this one.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's a modern.
But he didn't.
It's a modern Doyle for sure.
And I absolutely love the writing of it, and it's always just going to hold a little special place in my heart because I don't know if I've read any other murder author who can encase and create the worlds that Doyle did.
Yeah. Yeah, I really liked the art too. So I'm excited for us to read the next one together.
Yes.
I would have to say, I come back to it because I didn't expect to like In My Dreams I Hold a Knife as much as I did, honestly. I don't usually like college drama type books, and so I was surprised that I liked this one as much. But the one that I keep coming back to that is just still in my head and I kind of keep thinking about it is The Last to Vanish by Megan Miranda, which really makes me happy because up to this point I hadn't been a huge fan of her books because the endings always kind of disappointed me. But then I also really, really liked Everyone on This Train is a Suspect, because for me, Benjamin Stevenson kind of seems like he's a new, kind of very quirky, modern day Agatha Christie. And I really like his writing style as well. So I think my favorite of the 4, though, is The Last to Vanish by Megan Miranda. So, but I had a really good time doing this. It was fun.
I did too.
It was I don't know, it was exciting to see how much we could actually read in a 24-hour period. Well, in 24 hours, not a 24-hour period.
Yes.
Because if we were just hitting record and going from one 24-hour, cycle, there's no way I would have finished 4 books. But
I think I would have only finished 2.
I don't even know if I would have finished a full one, simply because, I just think about all the other things that we do during the day. And so like in a typical day, I don't think, because on average it took us about 3.5, 4 hours to finish each book. I don't think I have on an average day 3.5 to 4 hours just to sit down and read. So I don't know that I would have completely finished one whole
But
book.
I feel like if we had done just say start at 10 a.m. and go to 10 a.m. the next day, we wouldn't have slept either. Which is, we tried doing that the first night and it didn't really go well, but had we only had a set, like we know we only have until 10 a.m.
Right.
we wouldn't have slept and we would have stayed up and we would have done things after the house is put to sleep and after everything is done in the evening. We would have had more time because we think we don't have a lot of time, but we really do compared to things, because a lot of the time we spend our free time on our phones.
Or watching TV.
Yes. We don't read during our free time as much as we have in the past. I think the possible title for this video, which is 3 days, 2 readers, 24 hours, and a will.
And 9 books.
9 books.
9 books, 2 readers, 24 hours, 3 days. And that's a long title. We'll figure it out.
I think it's really fun just to have tried to do it anyways.
Yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining us. This is a very long video, so if you've made it this far, thank you. And I'm not entirely sure what our next video will be. We're thinking about doing a Christmas in August or Christmas in September video to finish our little miniature houses to get ready for fall houses. And
Although if we do them by the time in September, we might as well just start our fall ones.
This is true.
At the same time.
Say bye-bye.
Say bye-bye.
Say bye-bye. Say thank you.
The accidental third party of this video.
the fourth one's over there. She's asleep on the
Although
floor.
she wasn't in frame as often as he was, because he was in the way all the time.
She says, I'm not in the way. I'm just part of everything.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks, guys. See you next time.
Bye.